Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. So today's guest is Rob Plaskas, and he will be talking about his journey. Just to give you a quick little overview, Rob is 42 years young, and when he was 17, he went in for surgery and because of a growing brain benign tumor. But that's all I'm going to tell you. So let's just please welcome Rob to the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
So how are you this morning? Good to see
Good,
you.
good. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. Can you believe it? Good
Yeah.
morning, Salute. I told you Salute would probably be the first one here. Love it.
I,
But
I, I guess I'm kind of happy. I won fantasy football last night.
oh, good.
So
Oh, you're raking in the money.
I know. I think at the end of the season, I'll get my $25.
Yeah, I know. Nowadays, it all adds up. But I'll bring up some comments here. Good to see you. You see the comments, right?
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. We can get right into it here. So um, tell maybe you could just introduce yourself first and tell people who you are.
I'm Rob Plaskas. I have a job with Illinois House of Representatives as a communication analysis. Um, I like football, baseball, basketball, and I love going out on Sundays to like a winery
Right.
to have sweet wine. But I don't have a whole bottle because I have epilepsy and
Yeah.
uh, I'm not supposed to have alcohol, but my neurologist said I can have some. So I'll have about a half of a bottle of wine.
Wow.
So
Wow.
just
So
just to get that taste.
yes, yes, I understand. So I know you had brain surgery. So perhaps you can just tell us, like in the beginning, what went on with your brain surgery and why did
Well,
you need it?
when I was 17 years old, I had a growing benign tumor removed from my brain. If I didn't have surgery, I would die in a few years, I believed. But however, I felt confident that my neurosurgery team would be successful in removing the whole tumor because the medical center was one of the best hospitals in the United States.
Right, right. But you went in for surgery, and what happened that caused to have a stroke?
Uh, During the last piece of tumor to get removed, he ruptured a vessel, and I bled about a liter and a half of blood. When I all the blood means I would lose oxygen. So they put me into induced a coma, and they got the clamps on the vessel. But in a week, I fully woke up and I couldn't feel anything on my right side of my body, and I had global aphasia. That's uh, biggest, the most severe aphasia you can get.
Right, right. And you actually had a um, so you actually wrote a book about your whole journey, but what was the let's see, what was the about your first phase of your recovery?
Oh, my recovery was hard on me physically, mentally, and emotionally. But I had excellent therapists to help me to deal with my injury for 6 months after my surgery. When I was released from my rehabilitation hospital in a few months after my surgery, I was able to walk with a limp, raise my right arm up, talk in small sentences, and comprehend more.
Wow. So one of the questions I always ask is when you woke up and you realized that your right side, it was the right side, I believe that it was affected where you couldn't move your arm and all that stuff. How were you feeling? I mean, were you, like, for me to be depressed? I mean, were you isolated? Did you feel isolated? And like, what
Yes,
happened?
I felt isolated, but in a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I came to, I knew I had to do as much recovery as I possibly could. And I thought it would only be 6 months recovery, but it's not. Even today, it's been 25 years since my accident, and I'm still improving. In 2019, uh, by the way, I have epilepsy. Well, my blood flow in my brain had slowed down, so one of my medicines was removed. It's called Keppra, and when they removed it, I was able to move my right hand, my right fingers, not hand, but my hand was open because of my hard work. But now my fingers were opening. So, uh, it, so
Good.
physical.
And I just keep thinking, in high school, 17 years old. We're high school. You're at the top of your game. You're just living life at 17 years old. So after that was when it happened at 17 years old. So when you were able to go back to school, it was high school. And how did how did your friends or people treat you, or how was that? What was it like?
Well, most of them did not treat me differently, and who did, I did not pay attention to. Most of them supported me in my recovery. Some of my friends asked me to go out on weekends and chill with them during my senior year in high school.
Wow. So wow. So you so some people must have treated you differently after your surgery, after your going back to school, even if it was not school, like other people in general.
Yes.
How was that? And
I,
how
I
did they
didn't,
treat you?
honestly, my recovery kind of went fast. I was able to, by the end of my senior year, I was able to walk fine. You can tell, and my right arm moved just like my left arm when walking, and my hand was opening up.
Good for you. So after that, did you set like your did you set new goals or you know, dreams, or you know, after and during your recovery, did you must have thought, okay, I need to do this, I'm going to do that.
Um, some of my goals would be like my recovery goals were to be able to walk, move my right hand, and talk without anyone noticing. I had a severe injury. It was it was tough, but I had succeeded by working out all the time. You can't today. You cannot even tell I was paralyzed on my right side of my body and had trouble talking.
Right, right. No, I understand that. So you can see Salute here saying that was great, that you didn't pay attention to those, to the people who weren't understanding. Um, you know, so yeah, I mean, you talk about that, and you actually wrote a book about everything.
Yes,
Um,
I did.
and let's see, yeah, and there it is. There, I put it on screen. That's your website, robplaskas.com, and and tell me about your book.
My book. Uh, uh, my book is about confidence, determination, and hard work in my recovery and how I succeeded in my new life. For example, I am working out. I'm working as a communication analysis for the Illinois House of Representatives. I go 5 to 6 times a week to my gym and going to social events on weekends to improve my speech and meeting more friends.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. So, how do you motivate yourself? I mean, to like to achieve your own goals, because we all want to achieve our goals. So, we've talked many times, you and I. So, how do you motivate yourself?
Well, one example is I looked up to my father because he had a tough time growing up, but he did not quit, and he got a college athletic scholarship to get his bachelor's and master's degrees. So I told myself I am not going to quit on my recovery. I tried hard as I could at my physical, mental, and emotional therapies to prove to my non-believers I would succeed in my new life.
Yeah. So you didn't listen to those non-believers, because there are some. You know, we all know that who have had strokes, and even people that don't have strokes. So, so what side effects do you currently have now? That you feel like today?
Um, since my surgery, I improved my severe short-term memory damage, but I still can't remember some things I could remember before my operation. There, there, Therefore, I remember those things by putting sticky notes on my computer where my keys are and in my office and in my car. I am still partially paralyzed, so I have to keep working out to improve my right side of my body still.
Good for you. I'm glad. You can see Tracy here says that you are your new normal.
Thank you.
Yeah, still bringing, come on. Yeah. So, Salute, you are amazing and inspirational. That's true. So how do you, I'm just trying to think, you have really come a long way. I mean, 25 years. and
Yes.
now you're working.
Yes.
So
But
I know we have, all of us, we have those dark days, down days. How do you push yourself through those days? Because you know those are tough days to deal with.
one example would be when I was getting my associate's degree. I had a tough time asking questions in a conversation with other students, which made me depressed. When I went to a 4-year college, I had a speech pathology student to help me with my language and learning skills. It succeeded. In less than a year, I made a lot of friends, had more questions to ask them, improved my school work, and more confidence.
Um, I know yesterday we talked about the meds because you had the same meds as I did, and I take 3,000 milligrams of Keppra and 400 milligrams of Vimpat. So we talked about your Keppra, and I was diagnosed with epilepsy as well, stroke, but so that's why I haven't. They didn't want me to go off the meds, but you have a different situation.
Yes. You mean because I have epilepsy?
Well, because I have epilepsy too, but for seizures, I take these meds. But you told me you were not taking Keppra anymore, any longer.
Well, in my brain, the blood slowed down, and that is why I was able to reduce some medicine. And the one that I got rid of was Keppra. And what that does, what that did was it made my hand open with my fingers open, and I can just open and close, and
It,
but
yeah, it looks good the way you're doing that. I mean,
and also I think it makes my speech uh, uh, it helps my speech and my language and my thoughts without Keppra.
wow, I gotta go back and talk to my neurologist because I've been on it for just about 10 years, and but they don't want to take me off because of the epilepsy, the seizures. So Lynn here is asking you, what exercises do you do?
Do you mean in the gym?
I would think so.
Well, I, I do all the stuff I used to do. I had like before my operation. I do bench. I don't do the machine bench. Bench. I do basic bench, and I got up to. I think my max is like 190 on bench.
Currently?
So, and I also do a dumbbell bench because my right side is weak, and I want uh, my left side to be just as strong as my right arm. So I do uh, my max on like by 8 times. I do about 65 on each arm. So, but I have to get my grip on the weights. So that takes me some time to do that.
Wait,
And what else do I do?
anything at home?
At home? Well, Uh, I don't do anything at home besides walking my dog. So I go out with my dog about twice a day, and each time I go a mile. But with COVID, I should be doing a lot of walking and doing the bike machine. I don't know what it's called, but and and I do jog also, but my right foot, uh, when I get kind of tired, it um, I have a foot drop, and a lot of people uh, with my disability have foot drop. So, but and I keep working at that too with weights, like to keep moving my foot up and down. So
Yeah, that's terrific. Um, I like Brooks' comment here saying, "Wow, I love this story. Gives hope to all of us."
thank
Good
you.
to That's right. Yeah, 190. My goodness, uh, I'm proud of you there. That's pretty awesome. What you're.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to do 2 plates. That's equal to
Wow.
what 225. Before my operation, I was doing 225 a few times, and I want to get back to what I used to left.
Yeah. I'm very familiar. I mean, 2 plates. That's pretty amazing here. Yeah.
The one the one thing I'm concerned is my right wrist because of the weight. Um, so doing 2 plates on each side, it might uh, pull muscles, a tendon, who knows. So when I get up to like say 195, I'm gonna get something to hold my wrist so it won't snap, you know. But
Yeah. I completely understand. There's a company that I interviewed the other day, and it was Modus Nova. You'll have to back to my streams, and I had the owner, the owner, the founder, CEO, and the director of research development, and they have a unit. They call it a hand mentor, and it strengthens your wrist. Um, so you should look into that. I'll send you a little
yeah,
something on that.
yeah,
But
I'll do it.
yeah, it's worth a try. I tell you, I use it, and it strengthens the wrist completely. It's really you can't see it somewhere down there. I have the machine, and it really makes a big, huge difference. Um, okay, so Lynn, I just put my dog Ellie. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She's 15 years old. She wants another dog. So, and that's a great companion. You probably love that.
Me?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. My dog is Maggie, and she wants in. She's been outside this morning, and now she wants inside. But she's looking at me.
Oh, do you want to bring her in real quick?
Oh, well, do you guys want to see my dog?
Yes, bring him in. Bring the dog in.
Hold on.
Okay. Kelly, real quick. Here is the name of the company, modusnova.com. I should have put that in there. Check that out. And if you call them, mention my name. Maybe that'll help. I'm not sure. Okay, where's the dog?
Hold on. Maggie, come on. All right, come on, come on. You can kind of see it.
That's awesome.
She's I love you, Maggie. I love you.
Cute dog. Yeah. Yeah. So I use Modus Nova, that hand mentor, and they have a foot one too for foot drop. I haven't used that yet, but I will. But Maddie, she was on my show too, and I know she uses it as well. Um, and you don't have to buy it. They do a little subscription model. You can cancel anytime, and it's not that bad. But um, just thought I'd throw that out there. So okay, now Yvonne's saying the dog is cute. Um, Salute, she's adorable and loves you too. So nice. Yeah, this is great. I love all these comments people are um, saying here. But I know there were some other questions I wanted to ask you during, because that's quite the challenge at 17 years old to go in um, for surgery for a benign tumor. Real quick, how did you feel, or how did you stay hopeful during times of depression? Because I went through that.
Um, uh, I guess I, I just had hope.
That's
So,
right.
I mean, my focus when I came out of my operation was like my dating uh, life was put aside, and it was all on my recovery, speech, physical, and emotional therapies.
Yeah.
And my psychologist was awesome. So,
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. That does make a big difference having a psychologist, or I know we talked about a neuro psychologist. So Tracy,
yes.
you're saying, did you find a way to redirect your thoughts?
Honestly, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, but I had a lot of family and friends that stood by me in my recovery, even today.
Yeah. So it's important. I know for recovery, the family support. I mean, I don't know what would have done if I didn't have so much positive family there and friends that came all the time to see me. Especially they were so kind, even though I couldn't say one word. I knew what was going on. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you went through that too. We couldn't talk. I couldn't do anything, and but they're there chit chatting, and I could shake my head either yes or no, and that's all I could do.
Well, when I woke up out of uh, coma, I was hoping I could talk, and finally, a speech therapist said that he will be able to talk. So that's a positive thing that hospital gave me. So
Wow, that's absolutely incredible because I don't know if you've ever been told 1 year after my in the hospital when I had my stroke, a year after that, I was told with an outpatient therapist said that I plateaued. This is how you're going to be. This is it.
mm-mm. I don't think so because I keep on improving my right arm and my fingers, my right fingers. So I don't know what the occupational physical psychologist. What they say, don't believe them. My recovery is still going on, and I'm 25 years plus.
And it's great to see that and hear
but
that.
all you do is you have to go to the gym. I mean, 5 to 6 days. I'll give you guys off Sunday. So
That's great. That's great. Yeah. So that's true, Yvonne. Same with me. Strong support, family support, or just support in general. Right?
I had a lot.
Yeah. I'm happy for you because I know exactly what people are saying. I think we all know that. So looking back, um, what are the biggest lessons that you've learned during the time of your recovery? What are the biggest lessons that you could probably share with other folks out here?
Um, Confidence. I need confidence. Um, uh,
Yeah.
Confidence. Can you repeat that question again?
Yeah. Not a problem. I just think.
By the way, this is what happens when you have global aphasia.
Hey,
So, does that get me out of this question?
yeah,
So,
no, I understand. Here's the thing: is I sometimes I got to figure out if I can ask that question again exactly how I stated it because I know what you're saying. I know exactly. So, okay, looking back, what have been the biggest lessons that you learned during the time of your recovery? I did it.
I learned to never give up on my recovery, whether it's mental, physical, or emotional.
Great job. So I love the comments like salute recovery, rebuilding is a continuous daily journey. And I totally understand that. And look at that. You're doing great, Rob.
Thank you.
I love it because it's a big journey, the emotional part of it. When we talk and see you, I feel I know maybe deep down inside this emotional. Do you have those days like that? Being you know,
Uh,
um,
Honestly, like looking back on what I have, uh, every day I do that. I'm like, why did that happen to me? Why didn't that tumor come out without a rupture? But uh, uh, I don't think of I mean, I got a new life, and uh, I'm making new friends, uh, and that's what counts in my view.
I agree. Yeah, I do hear an echo once in a while here, but yeah, I'm glad. It sounds so good that you're. I mean, good for you to go to the gym all the time. I mean, 60. You allow us to take off Sunday. So
Yes,
yeah. So if you could go back and talk to your high school yourself, what would you tell that guy, which is you?
I would. Uh, I would keep on strengthening my body, uh, lifting weights more, and doing more exercises with my therapist right after my injury for a year. It it motivated me when I went to college and today because I work out every day by myself, and my speech was exhausting when I got done with my speech therapist for 2 years after my injury, but it was worth it. Today, I work at my I work at my language by talking to as many people as I can at social events. I worked at my short-term memory damage by studying as much as I could and making and playing chess.
Yeah, we talked about the playing chess. That's well, for me, that would be. I used to play chess all the time, and boy, talk about a mind fatigue. So Stephen says, why isn't anyone near as important as your great attitude? Because you do.
Because my family and friends kept giving me support, and I keep going to the gym every day and making gym friends at the process.
Uh, uh, that's incredible. So, um, here's a question I'd love to ask: is why should people never give up, lose hope?
People need confidence and hope by praying and working hard at their goals. Sometimes there are low times, but don't let them stay there.
So funny. It sounds like we have a stroke survivor friend of mine, Lynette Price, and she says in basically the same thing like what you're saying. So if we know somebody that's losing hope during a rough patch, how can we inspire them lift them up?
Um, I want them to know uh, they can accomplish many things if they have dep- determination, willpower, strong mental and physical work, and a positive attitude outlook on their new life. Never give up.
So it's so good. So I'd love to like. It's just amazing. You have a great story, and and you did write a book. Can you tell us about the book? And I'll bring up it's robplaskas.com, all one word, and they could find the book on all the, you know, um,
Book sites, book websites.
yeah.
So
So
even eBay.
yes, let's see here. Okay, there it is, right there.
Yep.
So what things can you tell us about the book if we don't know about the book that's different than any other book?
My book is about confidence, determination, and hard work in my recovery and how I succeeded in my new life. For example, once again, I am working as a communication analysis, and I go six all the time to my gym and social events to improve and meet more friends.
That that's perfect. And Lynette Price, I was just talking about, right? Good friend of ours. She says you could probably see it. Amen. You have the right to get down, but you don't have the right to stay down. I love that. Kind of like what you said, Rob.
Yes.
Thank you, Lynette, for saying that. That was actually perfect timing. Rob said it, and then you came and said it as well. So 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 the book. I'm excited to get that. I haven't uh, received that yet, so but I will. I will. purchase that, and I hope everybody else, because all these books are so inspirational to everybody. And is there anything else that you want to say to everybody out there that to give hope to everybody?
Don't give up. Don't. The recovery does not stop in 5 years, 10 years. Just don't give up on things. I mean, you should be proud that you have a stroke. You survived, and you didn't die. And God has something out there for you. You just need to find it.
It's so true. I love that. And just like Denise here, I love it. Don't give up. And it is so true. I'm really proud of you. And just like you said, 25 years since your surgery and stroke, and you're still noticing improvements. And that's what it's about, that neuroplasticity. So you are, hey, Serena, she's from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Hello.
Yeah, so there's, I'll bring up some of the comments before we're getting close to the end here. That's what everybody, so good. Serena, yeah, you are late. Hello. No, but you can watch the replay. So,
do you do this each week? An interview each week?
Yeah, every Tuesday and Thursdays, same time, 10 a.m. Central Time, 11. And you're in Chicago. You're in Chicago, so yeah, yeah, Tuesday and Thursdays. And then there's I'm going to send you a thing of all the shows that all our friends, that have had strokes or caregivers, they do shows. In fact, Lynette Price has her show tonight at, I know in my time, all you're on the same time, 8 p.m. You've got to just check it out on Facebook. She's incredible. Talk about inspirational. Really good. And then Salud has a show every morning at 11:30 our time, because we're both in the same time zone. She started at excuse me, at for a half hour. Now she's at about an hour. So but it's real fun to go watch these shows. And there's so many other ones I don't want to. And in the morning at 8 o'clock our time, Paul Cummings does his morning coffee. And there's so many. I'll send you like a link to all the ones, because they're really inspirational. They're all related to stroke and aphasia. Like Paul does a show on aphasia, and it's very inspirational. All these shows are, I mean, this really helps me, as far as therapy and inspiration, because we all know what we've gone through, and I'm sure you know that. Well, we have, yeah. And here it is. Thank you, Lynette. See, 17 years post-ruptured brain aneurysm. You see? Can you see her comment?
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 strokes later, or
8?
Yes. Oh, she's awesome. You got to see her. You got to tune in tonight.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. Tune into that. It's called Lynette's Journey.
How do I? Do you have a link?
Yes, I'll forward Lynette to you. You should the friend request. I'm just looking at these comments to get up. Yes, 8 strokes, Lynette. You can see, put it on the screen. Oh, she's a stud. Lives by herself too. Lives by herself, and absolutely incredible. Oh, that's right, Yvonne. Right. I think I told you. Oh, I don't know if I did. We do a happy hour just for stroke survivors and caregivers. We do it on Zoom, but live on Facebook. and we all get together and just shoot the breeze. It's real fun. So I'll send you a link for that as well. So if
Okay.
you want to go, it's tomorrow night, 4 o'clock you and I's time. I know I wasn't really good on that, but so they're so there's now people are putting their salute. Tom and Salu's re.
I got a lot of. I'm gonna have to watch a lot of shows
You're
this week.
you need to catch up.
I know.
So many things here. It's awesome.
This technology. I mean, I didn't think that shows would be like disability shows would be popular. So.
And Yvonne Kateris here is from Athens, Greece. So we get people all over the world. So it's could you please post a list of the shows? Yes, Salud. Can you handle that? Salud really has this all down as far as the shows. Because I don't want to screw it up. But Stephen, we'll do that. Or if Salud, you can type real fast or something. Let's see. Okay, she has 112. She's on her 112th show that she's done.
Oh, and it's there's a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So
and Kevin Volpe, he was on my show too, and he's another stud stroke survivor. And I believe, I don't want to mess it up, Kevin, but 27 heart attacks.
What?
Yeah.
27?
Yeah, we have some absolutely incredible guests on this show. I mean, we're all inspired by everybody, because like your story, and I always say, every stroke survivor, we all have our own fingerprint, because they're not all the same. So yeah. Yvonne, we're all becoming a family, and it's great because this is my stroke support group, is everybody. So you got a lot of work to do here, Rob.
Well, I'm not alone.
Yes, that's true. I mean, every 40 seconds in the United States, someone has a stroke.
Yeah.
Just crazy. But I'm so excited that you were able to be on the show. I know we've tried several times on the other platform. But this worked out perfectly. I'm glad it did. Melissa, that's exactly right. It's popular because we got it going on, Survivor. I love this. Whoop. Hang on, Salud. So Salud just said, okay, here it is. If everybody could see this. Thank you so much. We'll go back and look at the comments here, but this is all the shows that we watch, and these are all our friends. But and it's in the comments here, and I'll get that to you.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can't see you. But it is good. The fun side, you are not alone, which is right. Thank you so much, Yvonne. But so let's see. I know I asked this quite a while ago. What ending? It's like your stage right now. What are the ending words you want to say? And I appreciate everybody being here. It's great to have the support from everybody in the audience. And please share this and share it. Share. Because I know some of you do that, and I appreciate that as well. Yep. We are all different strokes. That's right. Exactly. So anything else you can tell everybody?
Just don't give up. Don't ever give up. That's a quote from a college basketball coach who had cancer. I think his name is Jim Valvano. No, it's not. It's he coached at NC State. He passed away about a decade ago, but he gave a speech that was that was touching.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Well, I appreciate that. And Rob, I can't thank you enough for being on the show. Now, since the first time I've used this platform, StreamYard, seems like it worked out good. I just don't know if I hit. Typically, the other one I used, I hit end, and you and I are still here. So when I hit end, and we're like kicked to the curb, it was. Oh, here it goes. Look at this, real quick. Is that it?
yes, it is.
Thank you, Kevin.
Wow, now.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
he was a good, awesome man. So I didn't get to meet him, but if I did, I would be honored. So
That's true. That's good. Well, thank you, Kevin, for jumping right on that. So we appreciate that. And anyway, I think I appreciate it again, and thank you both. But I gotta go. Battery pooping out on me. All right, Stephen. Thank you so much to be here. And okay, there you go. Do you see that?
thank you.
Salute. Sending you a friend request with a message. Maybe it's that message with all the, you know, all the things. Wow, Salute. That was incredible. You got that all in here. So maybe she copy and pasted it. So, but anyway, thank you so much, and I appreciate it. It was fun going through your journey here, and we'll have to do this again. And obviously, we're going to stay in touch, and we'll see each other at all these shows. Because I know that Salud has a show in a half hour, and you have to watch it. Inspiration, because she's a caregiver of her husband Tom, who had a stroke in 2000, an ischemic stroke in 2015. So just thought I'd let you know there's a lot of caregivers who go out here too. So, all right, you guys, I am signing off, and have a wonderful Tuesday. And Lynette will watch your show tonight and see Salud. I'll have to give her harass her on her show. So, thank you, Rob.
Anytime.
All right, awesome. Let's see.